Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium. State-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And here we go from L.A. Here's Smith on the return. Oh, he eats a hit to bring an end to that return right near the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, headed right. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That's a reception for Tyler Higbee. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on the...
Oh, the football's loose. And this is picked up by the Ravens. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Man, this is a tough ask of your defense so early in a game, Brock, sending them out on short notice and a short field after you fumble it away.
But these are the critical moments defensively you got to live for, right? This is called sudden change. They practice this, and it's your time to put out this fire.
The stop made that time by the rookie from Florida State. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Lamar now from the gun. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered kid on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Wow, they must really trusted this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long field goal. This from the right hash and a considerable distance.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
Williams now on 1st and 10. He's contained at the line for no gain. Giving that tackle to Kyle Van Noy. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for, thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Rams are set to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. 45 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens will go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. On 1st down, Jackson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Well, that certainly wasn't the end result he was after there, Brock. A big play to start the scoring, but we can definitely say this was not his intention, letting that pass go.
No, a lot of game left, though. And that's
Yep.
Flip mode. 9-7. Bust a bus. Hot. Check it out. Hit you with no delay into what you saying, yo. Silly with your ice grilly with the dilly, yo. When I be on the mic, yes, I do my duty, yo. While up in the club like we while in the studio. You know when to violate, baby, really and truly, yo. My main thug, Bill and Julio, he moody, yo. Type of brother that it with the real shook, scared to death, act, yo. X that, looking shorty, she a little cutie, yo. The way she make me wanna get all in the, yo. Top mistress of the videos. While I'm with my freak like we up in the freak shows. Hit you with the, make you feel it all in your toes. Hot, got all my people in red clothes. Metaphors when I formulate my flows. If you don't know, you're messing with lyrical player pros. Do like you really wanna party with me? Let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see.
It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Not a kicker or a puncher here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And here we go from LA. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
From the 24. Throw finds DeMarcus Robinson. That one hits for 30. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
They pick the handoff now. Stafford. He lets a heater go deep. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs have an early opportunity after the interception on the game's first series. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Mahomes starting off with a throw. Launches one deep downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little giant after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
He's on the move. And they got home, sacked him on 4th down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory. A touchdown all but gifted to them here as they take over 1st and goal. Give to Williams from the gun. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Shotgun snap to Sanford. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that brings up 3rd and goal. Stafford from the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take a 6-0 lead in the 1st quarter. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. McCole Hardman now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Travis Kelce. A pickup there of 33 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Escapes the pocket. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. Working quickly here. 1st down throw, Mahomes. As his man, it's DeAndre Hopkins. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Chased out to his right. Doesn't make the connection.
You know, Kate, it looked to me like this one, he leaves the pocket, and this is where you're out in the schoolyard, out on the playground, and you're looking for your buddy to find that connection. Unfortunately, receiver QB, they could not find the completion that time.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. On the move, headed right. Now here he goes. Bouncing football. And that's going to be a touchback. No! It goes out at the 1. Wow, they still have a shot at this. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. He's going to keep this one. And he's in for the touchdown. The Chiefs reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs tie this game 7-7. Reed now to kick this one away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Rams football. They'll be hoping for a lengthy drive here with where they're starting out. A handoff for Williams, running left. And he'll have it up across the 20 on a decent pickup there. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
They stay on the ground with Williams. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Stafford back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Throwing now, Stafford. Caught. Cooper Kupp makes the play. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it brings up an LA 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. On 1st down, here's Stafford. He sends this one to the end zone. And he has the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams get some late points and the lead. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Hardman with a return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And he goes out of bounds to hand them excellent field position up across the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Buys time. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
Another try following the sack. Finds a seam down the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 3rd and 2, Mahomes to throw. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense staying out here. It's 4th and 11. They're going for it with Mahomes. He throws a bullet to this into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. Cameron Curl has it. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. To throw, Stafford. They get it right back. That's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over after the interception.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life, really on both sides of the ball. While you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Second down now, 7 to go. Here's Mahomes. Kelsey makes the catch. He's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Hardman with a return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
He's got it deep downfield. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs take the lead on that successful kick. Reed now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stafford. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
This one falls incomplete.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
He gets this one to Nakua. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Offense staying out here. It's 4th and 11. Motioning the tight end now. Looking to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. Keeps on moving into the red zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams grab the lead on their first series of the half. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Now Stafford again. And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. From his own end zone, here we go. Return lanes don't open for him. He stopped shy of the 15. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped. Offense up to the line fast. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. He gets a lot behind one. Deep downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
It's complete to Hopkins. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Offense in the hurry up here. Throwing again, Mahomes. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here. Big gain downfield. Touchdown, Kansas City. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts them in front here in the second half and puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
The Chiefs offense staying on the field. They're going to try for 2. And the 2-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work. Reed now to kick this one away. Returnable from the 1. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They go with Williams on a counter. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now.
That's good for our Rams. 1st down.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Rams football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Stafford from the gun. Quick slant taken in by Nakua. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 49.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. He's trying to push the field. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Looking to throw. Yet another interception, and that could be what does it. Drew Tranquil with the pick.
At their own 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Forced out to his right. Finds his man Rice. Free inside the 30. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. And it's going to be second down. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he's brought down after getting this to the 17, into the red zone. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Back to throw it. Pacheco hauls it in. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
First and goal, Kansas City.
They'll run Pacheco. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game.
And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown! Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Reed now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up second and 18 at the 22-yard line.
He'll look to throw it. His pass caught by Nakua. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. To throw. Complete beyond the marker. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's second.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Setting up to pass. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs make the play that should win them this game. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long. But throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Jump off caught by his back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's second. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? He'll throw it. He's going deep this time. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Nice work by the defense on that drive, Brock, as it looks like they're going to get off the field here with a 3-and-out.
Yeah, kept them from generating any sort of momentum to give this drive legs. We know offenses, they've got to see the chains move to get it going. But that forcible hit knocked the ball loose.
Back to throw. Caught deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And it's recovered by the offense, but Brock gets fourth down. We know only the fumbler can advance it, so this is still going to be a turnover on downs. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And it's not over yet for both fans. He scores, and now a 2-point conversion will force overtime. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
They're in field goal range, but it's intercepted. Nick Bolton has it.
Keeps the score. Chiefs 27, Rams 25.
Now the Rams are going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Their comeback hopes are dwindling by the second, but any path to victory starts with a successful onside try here. And the Chiefs are able to make that recovery. That should lock up this win. And he's going to be brought down after reaching 43.
Tough to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So score this a win for the Chiefs. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels got changed to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they're loving us no more. No R&R, the bar is raised. If you know me, now I can bar for days. Nothing to prove, cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more?
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more.
Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay, we're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor.
Justin Connor, the kickoff
Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And we're underway from the bank. Damian Pierce now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Stroud in the air to start us off. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay. That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys can have a little fun with him in practice this week, because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
3rd down, Mixon gets it. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. 1st down, ball at the 36. Mixon on the counter. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Keeping it with Mixon. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. From the 47. Flushed out of the pocket. Ravens swooping in, and they bring him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. Shotgun now for Stroud. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
And he'll get this through midfield and starts pushing into Texans territory.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Lamar now from the gun. Gets this one to Andrews. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Jackson. He finds Aguilar. And he's out of bounds just inside the red zone. All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. Back to the bank in just a moment. Welcome back. 2nd quarter about to start. Ravens with a chance for at least 3, maybe 6. Again, it's Jackson to the air. And that one's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So it's 2nd down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Jackson's going to throw again. Vacates quickly left side. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Jackson now on third. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Well, best of luck here. It's fourth and a considerable distance.
He turned it.
Lamar back to throw. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. And a surprising fourth down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
Here we go.
They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And that's good for a gain of 5. Coming in for the stop is Michael Pierce. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be second and 5. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short on the 35. Third down, 1 yard to go. Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Pick up a 5 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a first down. On the ground again with Mixon. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it sets up a Houston first. From the gun, Stroud. That's complete to Diggs on the slant. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers, or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Mixon has the Houston touchdown. The Texans get some late points and the lead. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Nice execution to get that counter to the end zone. Maybe not the play we expected, Brock, but the play that they needed right there.
I love a well-executed counter. I really do. It's like a good boxer, Kate. You set him up with a feint one way, and then you hit him with the knockout the other. Keep them from answering the bell and stopping you from reaching that end zone.
Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. He goes out of bounds on the return. And he steps out of the end zone, so they're going to start this drive at the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
180.
Here's Jackson to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. He's running with it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
Report.
Now it's Jackson. He's got Andrews. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
That's good.
First down throw for Jackson. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
No, we changed it.
Throwing again is Lamar. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Report. Shut up.
Lamar throwing again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack.
4th and 14. Let's see if they've got some magic in them.
180. Ready, shot. 180. 180.
Jackson throwing here. He's on the move. That's incomplete on fourth down, and they'll turn over possession. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. First down, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
One of the biggest adjustments for quarterbacks going from the collegiate level to the NFL is the blitz package. Each and every practice leading up to a game time, you are spending so much time as a QB, as an offensive group, and as that O-line trying to figure out a way to stop these blitzes. At that time, the offense, the O-line, the QB, no one had an answer for that defensive pressure.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. Gets everything he has under this throw. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Nearly an interception on that play. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
And they down this one right at the 25-yard line. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Deontay Hardy to return. This return makes it up to the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Hey, middle.
Blitz coming, Lamar. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. Jackson to throw it. Escapes the pocket. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
I think more than ever, QBs today are so good at doing this, Kate, buying himself enough time and actually finding a target downfield. Just this time, he couldn't quite make that connection.
180. Ready, shot. Go.
Jackson trying again on second down. Chased out to his right. This finds Likely. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Working quickly here.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
On first down, Jackson. Taken in by Likely. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
You at X. 180. Shot.
And again, it's Jackson. Into the hands of Likely. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Shot.
Jackson yet again. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
Hey.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Shot.
He'll throw it yet again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they're headed in reverse after that sack. Headed in the wrong direction, Brock, as they take second and goal now from the 13.
180. Shot.
Trying again following the sack. On the move, headed right. The throw is caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. Offense up to the line fast.
Shot. Shot.
Jackson has it, third and goal. Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got fourth down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a fourth to try to reach that end zone.
Yo.
He's back to throw. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on fourth and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Now, probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. Pierce now on the return. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
A give left side. Here's Mixon. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
So we're through 3 here. It's the Texans in possession of it, needing to preserve that lead over one final quarter. First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Here we go. Hey, uno.
Looking to throw, Stroud. And down he goes. The Ravens defense gets it done. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts.
They did it. He made the interception. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens have some new life in the 4th.
Well, that's now a second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
First and 10. Here's Jackson. Likely's got it right side. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
First down. Here's Lamar. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Throwing now on first down. It's Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Again, it's Jackson to the air. Buys time, rolling right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up third down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Looking to throw. Complete out to the right. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Hey. You change it.
Jackson's going to throw again. He brings it in. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Hey, report.
Lamar throwing again. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a fourth quarter lead. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired, but that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score.
Oh, no, the ball is loose. But I think a Raven was able to gain possession there, so they're going to keep the football. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Pierce now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. His running back hauls it in deep right. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Still on the move, coming to the line for first and 10. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, this one you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly,
and Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. throw it. He's got him. That's Mixon. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here he is to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Now to throw. And he's got it. He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And, Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
All right.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try it on the ground. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10.
Alpha, sit on. 180. No, we changed it. Hey, Ozzy, sit on. Report. Sit on.
He'll look to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now here's the timeout after the sack. Had to take it, and they're down to just one final play. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
180. What is it? Sit on. Hey, middle. Out.
Back to throw. Getting out to his left. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. Not on the same page with his tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Go. Sit on. Middle. You at X. Go right here. Sit on.
One final shot here. He's on the move. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Texans come away with the road win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Baltimore.
For the antidote, there's a British girl on my TV screen. She's so hot, she's so mean. Burn my body like it's flammable. Girl, I'm still a fan of you. Hey, 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 hey. Like a cannibal. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Your sensation.
don't play with me, but I still gamble with it. We getting right before we take off on the landing strip. Know that you like all the attention that a fan gives. Say that you like me, but you way too young for marriage. I've been here before, I know exactly how it goes. Yeah, now I got you packing up your clothes. You can hit me up and let me know exactly when you close. I'm her favorite, says she need a... She wanna all day. Hey, 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 hey.
I said, okay, okay, loser. We go way, way back, I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up at the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scoot her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just let the team like we ain't knew her. She just let the team like, okay, loser. Yeah, okay, loser. I ain't out on my lonesome. They want me to loan some. I made a fortune. They can't let that go none. I'm doing so much that costs a shoulder. I don't blow it all on a VVS boulder. I put the don't know why she mad, cause ain't nothing I did to her. She just out here plotting on my, I call her steward. She the lowest, she so down and out of sewer. Maybe one day you gon' create some allure. Maybe one day you'll be great and go on tour. We go way, way back, I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up at the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scoot her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just let the team like we ain't knew her. She just let the team like, okay, loser. Okay, loser, ay.
Yeah. I was bad in school, now I'm trying to dodge a ceiling. Just walked out the lavish store, pair of shoes, $12.50. You wanna boss up your life? All you gotta do is get in with me. I don't even pay to get in the club, they know I'm a walking tick. I'm presidential leaving the club, we ain't stopping at no lights. You wanna be a boss? You gotta pay the price. Left wrist on frost, look like a bag of ice. I'm driving a Bentley Bentayga like I don't love my life. I'm in that thing shifting and I'm lane switching. Big, I'ma stand on straight business. Ducking on like Blake Griffin. He keep talking, bro, gon' leave his missing. Baby, these all white, these ain't no Hirachi. Bad, 50 flow, eating hibachi. I got 10 missed calls, all my mad at me. Valet Park Designer District, I'm going straight to gallery. Yup, phone ringing, yup. Hey, yup, jury blinging, yup. Yup, phone ringing, yup. Hey, yup, jury blinging, yup. I was bad in school, now I'm trying to dodge a sin. Just walked out the lavish stove, pay a shoe, $12.50. You wanna boss up your life? All you gotta do is get in with me. I don't even pay to get in the club, they know I'm a walking ticket. I'm presidential leaving the club, we ain't stopping at no lights. You wanna be a boss? You gotta pay the price. Left.
Stadium.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And away we go at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. 1st and 10 from the 41. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. Big man showing up the yards. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead right away. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Ray McCloud. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Penix here from the gun. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Penix on 1st down. Pass is caught. That's Darnell Mooney. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Going right side, Robinson with it. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, for pitchers, you'll hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high-percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that. That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Penix working from the gun. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up fourth down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get two hands on it the next time.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. Trying for it with Penix. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on fourth down as they force the turnover.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
First down throwing for Hurts. Forced out to his right. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And they can't jump to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Throwing here, Hurts. He'll get this one to Brown. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First down from the red zone. Has a man, it's Brown. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. We're back and excited to start the second. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points. He tries to sneak it, and he runs it across. Touchdown! The Eagles take a 13-0 lead. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. 14.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. McLeod now returning it. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Penix now to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Cooper to Gene in to pick it up. Well, we both saw what he was doing, Brock. Trying to work the sideline there, but I don't think he ever saw the corner sitting back and just waiting to break on that throw.
And that's what the good ones do. They use the sideline to their advantage. It really becomes the 12th defender on the field. The elite corners in this league, they'll play to it. They'll bait those quarterbacks to making that throw, and then they'll close fast and take that ball away.
Hurts trying again on second down. A throw right side, caught by Goddard. And he's down inside the 35 before going out. Ball at the 33 for first down. Hurts now from the gun. Hits him on the in route. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. So it's going to be third and short coming up. Hurts throwing again. Complete beyond the marker. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. The drive picks up here, first and 10.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Philadelphia.
Working inside the red zone. Throw caught at the 6. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal. It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. It's the Eagles looking at first and 5. They're going to run with Barkley. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Barkley has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. So now, here's third and goal. A play fake now hurts to throw. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that forces them to fourth and goal.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. McLeod now returning it. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, first and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Free inside the 30. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 18-yard line.
The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Another try following the sack. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at second. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. From the shotgun, Penix. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Couldn't find Kyle Pitts on that throw. So that brings up fourth and long.
For the Falcons field goal, a 42-yard attempt.
And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And they continue to trail by 21.
Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away